Good morning, everybody. Bonjour tout le monde, comment ça va? Je suis contente de vous voir. It's lovely to be here with you. Thank you so much, Brian, for hosting this wonderful, wonderful event. Space Canada, you do extraordinary work. We're so grateful to be here. Je suis ravie d'être avec vous ce matin et de retour avec Spacebound aujourd'hui. Depuis Spacebound 2023, l'année a été bien remplie et passionnante. It's been a busy year. L'an dernier, on a annoncé l'affectation des astronautes de l'Agence spatiale canadienne, Joshua Kudrick et Jenny Gibbons, à l'émission spatiale. Josh is training, as you know, for Canada's fourth long-duration mission aboard the International Space Station. And Jenny's assignment guarantees Canada's seat on the Artemis II moon mission as the Canadian backup. She's training right alongside Prime Artemis II crew, as some of you heard from Jeremy last night. But our astronauts aren't the only ones making the news. Most recently, our instrument on the Curiosity Mars rover, APXS, built by MDA Space, played an important role in a surprise discovery. After Curiosity drove over a rock and cracked it open, APXS detected pure sulfur crystals inside, something never seen before on Mars. And it gives us more insight about one of our closest neighbors. This is a testament to Canadian expertise, and we have such a promising future ahead of us. Another high-flying milestone recently took place in August. Who here is romantic about space, by the way? Show of hands, please. Anybody think it's poetic and inspiring? You mentioned, Minister. Me too. After serving the International Space Station tirelessly for over 2 decades, Canadarm2 performed its 50th cosmic catch, which seems a beautiful phrase, capturing a free-flying cargo vehicle and berthing it to the station. And it's important to note that that was something that wasn't conceived of when the Arm's first launch. It points to Canadians' continuous innovation. We deploy initial operating capability and continue to improve it over time, which shows our partners we are trusted, reliable, and we continue to innovate. And this is a nod to the versatility of the Arm and how essential it has become for the daily ISS operations. And as daily operations continue on the International Space Station, a microgravity lab and bridge across over the Earth, the RADARSAT Constellation mission keeps its eyes turned towards Earth, gathering incredible amounts of data every day and night above our lands and waters. Dans son dernier budget, le gouvernement du Canada a annoncé un investissement supplémentaire de 8,6 millions de dollars dans le programme d'accélération de l'exploration lunaire de l'Agence spatiale canadienne. C'est un des nombreux investissements récents pour vous soutenir, vous, les membres de la secteur spatial de calibre mondial. Je l'ai dit hier à un tour de table avec plusieurs compagnies, on est tellement fiers de vous et ce que vous faites. C'est dans le but d'accélérer le développement de nouvelles technologies pour le retour des êtres humains sur la Lune et l'exploration d'espaces lointains. You mentioned, Minister, what we thought. I remember that. The dreams we had as kids and when this would happen. We are going to see it in our lifetime. Humans are going to live, work, and play and establish a permanent presence on the moon. It's so exciting. It's so exciting that Canada is going to be part of that. Alors, les initiatives en cours dans le domaine de la production alimentaire et des soins de santé à distance vont aider avec ça, avec la présence permanente des humains sur la Lune. In the same budget, as the Minister mentioned, the government also announced the creation of a National Space Council. It's very exciting. It's a whole government initiative that will enable collaboration required to address the cross-cutting issues we're all facing that the earlier panel talked about. It'll span commercial, civil, and defense domains, whether they relate to space exploration, satellite capabilities, technology development, research, or security. The Canadian Space Agency is proud to co-chair the council with the Department of National Defense. While our mission is focused on Canada's civil space program, we're seeing increasing opportunities for linkages between civil and defense space domains. Les réunions du Conseil national de l'espace sont essentielles. Elles améliorent la cohésion et la collaboration dans l'appareil gouvernemental, ce qui est d'une grande importance pour la croissance du secteur spatial. Plus tard cet automne, nous voulons également discuter avec vous, représentants et acteurs du secteur spatial canadien, pour voir une meilleure cohésion des décisions prises dans le domaine. So much of what we do is urgent. You have solutions, and we want to be more open with you about our plans. We want to hear from you, your ideas, your suggestions, and especially your solutions. So stay tuned for an invitation to take part in the discussion. The National Space Council will be engaging with you soon. A lot of you are particularly interested in launch capability for Canada, and we're seeing some exciting progress on this front. Just imagine when we have our own independent access to space. It's going to be a game changer for us. Recently, Canada and the United States concluded substantive negotiations for a technology safeguards agreement. Cet accord établira des garanties juridiques et techniques nécessaires pour permettre l'utilisation des technologies, de l'expertise et des données des États-Unis pour les lancements spatiaux au Canada. Enabling Canadian space launch capability will support the growth of our space sector in our country. We're so proud of these developments, and we know more is to come. Nous nous engageons à ouvrir des perspectives pour vous. C'est seulement en collaboration avec vous tous que nous pourrons réaliser de grandes choses pour notre pays. Notre secteur spatial est essentiel, que ce soit des petites entreprises en démarrage ou de grandes sociétés, que ce soit des étudiants ou des chercheurs au Canada. Vous jouez tous un rôle essentiel. So it's my pleasure to announce today the release of the 26th edition of the State of the Canadian Space Sector Report. It reflects again this year the economic benefits and the resilience of our space sector. Un secteur dynamique qui soutient de nombreux emplois de grande qualité. In a nutshell, in 2022, the space sector generated $5 billion in revenues, contributed $3 billion to Canada's GDP, and supported over 25,000 jobs, and these numbers are expected to grow over time. You'll learn more today from my colleague, the Canadian Space Agency's chief economist, Shazmin Kanji, who will expand on the details of the report. Le rapport souligne l'excellent rendement du capital investi dans nos programmes de développement spatial. En moyenne, 5 ans seulement après l'achèvement d'atteindre leur projet, les entreprises ont triplé leur investissement initial. The return on investment from space is extraordinary, and it means that for every dollar invested, companies are generating $3 in revenues. It's remarkable, and it's a good indicator of the incredible potential that's present in the sector. We know the sector is evolving rapidly. The new space economy holds great promise, increased access, and more competition than ever before. And we want to be fully ready for that. We want to compete for and win new contracts for civil, commercial, and defense needs. C'est pourquoi l'Agence spatiale canadienne continue d'investir dans les entreprises canadiennes et vous permettre de connaître une croissance plus rapide, de stimuler l'innovation, attirer et former la nouvelle génération de la main-d'œuvre. The announcement that you made this morning, Mr. Sajan, is an example of that. And we'll be proud to see the innovative solutions that you create with this funding. Another remarkable example is Reaction Dynamics, a Canadian company that I'm pleased to announce will now benefit from funding for an on-orbit demonstration of their technology, a microthruster unit. The unit is designed to guide satellites more quickly and precisely while generating lower toxicity levels than what's currently available on the market. This technology could help refine deorbiting maneuvers, something we're all preoccupied with, the full life cycle of space missions. And that could be one way to reduce space debris. Many of the components are 3D printed, making manufacturing less expensive while also reducing waste and production delays. C'est un exemple clair de nos capacités nationales, cette force que nous avons de travailler ensemble, trouver des solutions et développer des innovations qui peuvent garantir la durabilité des activités spatiales. So we're partners, we share common goals, and enabling success for Canadian industry is a priority both at home and around the world. Making sure our sector grows and succeeds also means investing in the future of our workforce. Just last week, I met with over 24 university students gathered at the Canadian Space Agency headquarters to present their work designing small satellites developed under our Cubics initiative. I was so deeply impressed and inspired. There is tremendous potential on these students. They are quite literally the future of our sector, and they're hungry for any chance to improve their skills and level up their experience. Notre initiative Cubics et le programme Strata sont des éléments clés du portefeuille de l'Agence spatiale canadienne, parce que la nouvelle génération est essentielle à notre succès, elle aussi. So we must ensure that space is open for everyone, that we make room for all to contribute their talent and their ideas. We're facing complex problems, and we need everyone's solutions. Les valeurs de l'équité, diversité et inclusion nous rappellent de rechercher ceux et celles qui sont sous-représentés dans le secteur spatial et de s'assurer qu'ils ont la place avec nous. In recent months, CSA published an announcement of opportunity focused on increasing equity, diversity, and inclusion in Canada's space sector, and the results of this initiative show great promise. I'm pleased to announce the funding of 3 projects: a STEM internship opportunity for post-secondary students of underrepresented groups to advance their knowledge of space health research, the development and delivery of space competitions specifically for women and Black post-secondary students, and the development and delivery of tailored space education activities for post-secondary students that are underrepresented in the space sector. This announcement of opportunity will remain open until 2026. Tell all your friends, get everybody applying on it. We're really excited to see the results of it. In the coming months, our focus is going to be delivering on our commitments. We're so grateful for the government's investments, and now we know it's on us to deliver on time within budget. For our lunar initiatives, this means continuing to advance Canadarm3, our contribution to the Gateway, but also enables a flight around the moon, the first international mission to deep space. And thanks to this, thanks to Canada's world-leading robotics expertise, one that we've established over the last 40 years through Canadarm and Canadarm2, we're so proud to say that Canadarm3 operations will be conducted entirely from Canada. And that's a sign of the trust our partners place in us. And it's a testament to our know-how and a real leap forward in terms of capabilities. This past July, we announced the beginning of the detailed design, construction, and testing of Canadarm3. Work also, take that phone if you need to. Anybody? Oh, it's okay. I don't mind. Work also continues on Canada's first lunar science rover and our lunar utility rover. Both are exciting projects that are outcomes of decades of building and refining Canadian expertise in rover technology. Closer to home, our space utilization initiatives underscore how critical space is, as you mentioned, Minister, in the midst of our changing climate. Diligent work continues on the development of Wildfire Stat, a collaboration with Natural Resources Canada and Environment and Climate Change Canada. And also on the HAWK mission, which Canada will contribute to NASA's Atmosphere Observing System. Le mois prochain, l'Agence spatiale canadienne aura l'honneur d'accueillir et de présider la plénière du Comité sur les satellites d'observation de la Terre et à l'occasion de son 40e anniversaire. Le CIA se réunira au siège social de l'Agence à Saint-Hubert pour poursuivre les discussions et élaborer des stratégies sur les possibilités offertes par l'observation de la Terre par satellite pour la sauvegarde de la biodiversité. Chers collègues, chers partenaires, c'est une période extraordinaire pour le Canada dans le domaine spatial. Before I step down, I just want to highlight one special moment. We are all part of a long journey in space that Canada began 60 years ago. And we're doing this for the future. The world needs this more than ever. It needs to bring out the best in humanity and be inspired by the courage of our predecessors and to do our very best for our successors. We need domains like space that bring humanity together, that show what we can accomplish, that give us the health benefits of being awed and inspired. So I would like to salute before I step down my predecessor as President of the Canadian Space Institute and also the first Canadian in space, Monsieur Marc Garneau. Monsieur Garneau, s'il vous plaît. Soon we will celebrate 40 years since Canada's inaugural human space flight. So let's build on recent successes and be bold, bigger, and better together. By working side by side with you, we'll seize the opportunities ahead of us and help make the Canadian space sector grow, bringing social and economic benefits across our country and around the world. Merci.